Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report for the past 12 hours. So the yesterday we covered 1.5 day and this is the other half day. So we can combine the two reports to kind of understand the whole day for yesterday at least. So I will cover this first. We're gonna go straight on because it's a half day report, not as many frontline changes. The first frontline change is over at the Oskil front. So over at Hrushchenkove, this is just some orientation. Lyman is here. Oh my god, that's puny. Okay. This is Lyman, and this is Oskil. So over at Hrushchenkove, which is here, Russian forces, according to the Russian mapping by Ryba, have updated the map in this way. So they have marked that the Russian forces have advanced north of Rikudo, and they have managed to come basically on the doorsteps of Hrushchenkove. This advance is around 2 kilometers, around 2 kilometers on average along the width or the length, and then so the entire front line is maybe 6 kilometers. So that's the situation here. If you zoom in, you can see that they just crossed the Nitrius River and are entering into Hrushchenkove. So whether the Ukrainians actually will defend this place remains to be seen, because nowadays we tend to see them not defend and just give up. So that's one thing. Over in the south of this position at Serene, so this is Zelena Dolena, this is Serene. So Russian forces also advanced in this region according to the Russian mapping. Should I zoom in? Maybe not. Okay, so this area here is now taken by the Russian forces. The Russian forces continue to move south from the previous position. Serene is only here. They are very close. They are basically just less than 800 meters away. And then the Russians also allegedly straightened the front line on the western part of Zelena Dolena. So this is the kind of advance here. The advance towards Serene is around 800 meters, thereabout. The straightened front line, no, not very important. Yeah, it's just a straightened front line. So, but then this will, but the straightened front line from Zelena Dolina will be able to start a new attack towards Sandri Holove. So that is the main concern. And then this attack will directly go into Serene. So we shall see how this continue to play out. So both frontline changes here is on the Oskil front, which is here. So this push up, no, this push down. So the next frontline change after this is over at Shevoni Lyman, all the way over in the Pokrovsk front. So this is Pokrovsk, Minokhrad. North of Minokhrad, we have the big arrow offensive that I've talked about for half a year already. The Russian forces is doing this northern flanking operations to cut off this highway. And over at Shevoni Lyman, based on Ukrainian mapping, oops, sorry, that's my WhatsApp. Based on Ukrainian mapping by Deep State UA, they have mapped that the Russian forces have made further advance around this mining region. So the Russian forces have pushed forward, and they're basically at the doorstep of Shevoni Lyman. They are now poised to just attack into it. The advance here is pretty shallow. We're talking about only maybe 400 meters of advance. They are around just 200 meters away from the village, and the village is very spread out, I think. So we shall see how this goes. If Shevoni Lyman falls, the Russian forces will be able to cut off the highway without taking a Rodinske. So the Ukrainians have to hold. They have to hold this line, or they're going to be driven out of Pokrovsk and Minokhrad without a fight within the city. So that is that's the danger right now, because once this is cut and the Russian forces take these positions, then there is no way to resupply from the north. They can't. This will not be done, and then they will be under severe pressure, and the Russian will continue to push, and then they can start to push to encircle them, and then cut off this, and then it will be a full encirclement. So the Ukrainian forces will be forced into a decision to retreat out from this developing pocket that will envelop them. So this is the grand strategy I've talked about for at least half a year now. Before it even looked like one. So I just say that there's a possibility, and indeed the Russians went for it. Just one more term for those that do not know. The idea is to prevent the Ukrainians to withdraw up northward, because if they continue to withdraw northward, they can establish a new defense line, a new defense line, a new defense line, and all this defense line, they can continue to attrition the Russian forces from capturing Donetsk. But if a big chunk of the forces all went into Dnipropetrovsk, then the north will be much more easier to take, as the Ukrainians will have to go one big round to reinforce and to do the attrition war. So that's the main idea. And there's one more last change over in the Komar front. So this is Komar, and over in Voskresenka, where's my, over here, the Ukrainian mapping, after mapping this piece and this piece, now they have this piece here. So this is the latest update. They advance here, the Russian forces advance here, and yeah, a very small change. The advance is around 500 meters, and the funny thing is they remain to have this big ridiculous impossible salient here that is inside their map, literally is inside their map. Like, I'm not even joking, it looks ridiculous. So it's over here. Yeah, it's inside the map. This is deep state UA. So it is that's deep state UA. It's nonsensical. This is impossible. This is an impossible salient, because impossible salient is impossible. So yeah, and why would the Russians expand the zone of control around here and totally ignore this? Like why? Like, because it's not there. No, this is not a real thing. So anyway, that's it for all the frontline changes for the past 12 hours. So we can bring this back. So we can do some calculation. So so the total area captured is the one in the Oskil, Pokrovsk, and Komar. The biggest one in the past 12 hours is the Oskil one, because of the big captures, or at least claim of capture at Flushenkovo in the Oskil front region. So 13.44 plus 0.47 plus 0.51. That's 14.42. Plus yesterday, the past 1.5 days of 34.21. So total area captured in the past 2 days is actually 48.63. So so this is a pretty, so we basically, this is definitely still on trend, at least 20 square kilometers, and this is now, like, if you average out, it's around 24, and I have this sense that we are moving into a 30 square kilometers per day range in terms of frontline change. So another step up in the speed of ground losses by the Ukrainian forces, and I want to say it tend to go exponential, because the more weakened your manpower is, or the fighting capability is, the faster the disparity between the stronger and the weaker side will be. So it's not going to be linear. Like, one person fight one person is one thing. One person fight two person is totally game over. One person fight three person, in the street fight, that's not a fight. That is just you getting bashed most of the time. So and then one person fight four person is like there's no hope at all. So it's something they can't understand, except that they're using guns, and then you just die, And okay, so anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Press the like button. Happy birthday to you if your birthday today. We are still 1,200 plus away from 100,000 subs. So help me, help you, help me, help you. And check out the DPA Discord channel. All the links are in the description below. Check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next update.